Traders War Room wants to thank you, the viewer, for coming along with us on this journey. Please check out the description tab as it has an overview of content on the channel and some links for resources and online brokerage. Thank you. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, Friday, market's a wrap, okay? It's time to chill out, okay? We need to take time for ourselves and enjoy our life, enjoy our family, enjoy our friends. Forget about a market. It'll be there next week, okay? Take time to hone your skills if that interests you, all right? But take time for things that interest you and that nurture you over this weekend, okay? Please. The market's not going anywhere, and we will have opportune time to get back into it, all right? But we're going to talk a lot about in this video is the market. We're going to talk about some options, specifically puts. We're going to go over my portfolio, and we're going to talk about some things to look forward to next week, all right? At this time, I need you to like, share, subscribe, join the team, join the community. We got Facebook, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. There's some sort of social media platform out there for you. As always, if you're ready, follow me, and let's go to war. Traders War Room wants to remind everyone that all content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. We are not financial advisors or consultants, and everyone is responsible for their own decisions and their own actions with the stock market. All right, team, welcome back. Listen, we're going to get started, okay? What's hot and what's not with the stock market. Let's see if we can find some things that might be popping off next week and tell us a little bit about what happened today in the market. Let's get at it. All right, so let's check out the market. Look, across the board, green, 1.39% up, Dow 1.24% up, NASDAQ 1.66% up, S&P 500, all right? So not a bad day in the market. Everyone should have seen a little bit of recovery in some of their stocks hit, but we're not fully there yet, so a lot of us are still down quite significantly. Here's your market movers. All right, some of the news, okay? What's up with EV stocks finishing down? Listen, electric vehicles, they have been getting hit hard the past couple of weeks, okay? And there still could be more to come, all right? A lot of this has to do with the semiconductor chip shortage, okay? But also a lot of it has to do with this major pullback that you're seeing, okay? A lot of these stocks were booming because a lot of people had interest in them and they were overinflating them and so on and so forth, okay? And now they're coming back with a correction. So could be an opportune time to buy into some of these stocks that have been struggling, but be cautious because they could dip some more. So at some point you need to buy in and be content with your price and have great conviction that it's going to rise up. We can't be buying the dip forever, okay? All right, and keep a watch on this one for next week, okay? Everyone, has heard about the AMC, stock boom that went along with the GME, and now everyone's on AMC. It's cheaper, it has more upside potential, short squeeze, all of that, this and that. Listen, okay? A lot of these entertainment stocks, they tanked, and they've been tanking, okay? And the streaming video valuations have been going down. So one of the reasons why I put a put out on FUBO, all right, because it just kept going down, and I couldn't not put a put on it because I knew that a call wouldn't work because this thing was just tanking. It's been tanking for a while. I think it has a bottom. I don't know where that bottom's at. I'm thinking the bottom is below $20, so 17 or 18. But if it continues to creep down, and I'm going to be watching a lot of these other ones, if they continue to creep down, I'm going to start buying puts on these so I can capitalize off of the negative pressure downwards. Next up, we got questions from the Frontline. Listen, this is becoming one of my favorite segments on Fridays, okay? I like this one. It's engaging, and you guys are coming with some great questions. So let's see what we got today and how we can answer them for you. Let's get at it. All right, our first question, TWR. Why is everything dropping during midday? I see them spike up, and then they tank, and I sell because I'm afraid to lose too much. Henry. Listen, Henry. Common question. I can tell that you're probably a little new at trading and investing, so let me school you up real quick. 3 times that I've noticed that it are extremely volatile nature in the stock market, okay? At the bell at 9:30, lunchtime between 11:30 and 1300, and power hour 15 to 1600 before the close of the bell. these are the times where you're going to see the most volatility in most stocks. Now, you're going to see throughout the day, and you'll see things spike and drop and all this stuff throughout the day, depending on news, political information coming out, an article, so on and so forth. But you can rest assured most stocks and bet at 9:30 they're going to react. The lunchtime rush is usually going to slow down a little bit because Wall Street's eating. And then power hour between 15 and 1600 usually runs a lot of stocks up. And then right before the bell at 1600, they start to drop off because people are selling for profit. So keep that in mind next to you time you're trading. Great question. Chuck, what is a put option? I've been hearing a lot about those lately. Tammy, what a great question. First and foremost, I want to put a disclaimer out. If you're a novice or a beginner trader, you need to really school yourself up on options because you can lose a lot of money if you don't pay attention and do them correctly. But to answer your question, a put option is a play betting that a stock is going to go down in the near future, okay? Say Bank of America is $50 and I think it's going to go down to 45. I put a put option out there saying I bet that Bank of America is going to go to $45 by a certain date, and I put the money, I pay the money, and I hope that the stock drops to a certain price depending on my premium, and I start making cash. So there's a lot more to it than that, but that's the basic thing. A put option is betting that the stock is going down, and I'm going to do a video where I do a put option live for you next week. So I got you. All right, next, did you pick it, I buy it? Let's check to see how we're doing so far on this portfolio. So real quick, before we get into it, I want to remind you of the watch list rules. We started this March 1st. This was meant to be a fun team building exercise and also bring awareness to some new investors that may not be looking in the different sectors in the marketplace and be only concentrating on EV or renewable energy, so on and so forth. So this is meant to broaden your guys' horizons, to be fun, and for a team building, for us to get connected in some way, okay? All the stocks that I give you are stocks that I've already vetted. I wouldn't mind owning any of them. We put a poll out on the Facebook and on Discord and on the Twitter, and the winner on Sunday evening is the one that I put $100 in on Monday at a time where I see the most benefit and the most opportunity to strike to get the best bang for my buck. All right, our very first stock that we did when we started this challenge March 1st is not doing too bad. Yesterday, this thing was up 5%. As you see, it's down 3% today, but this thing has been staying up and in between that up 5% and that down -5%. So I'm not too worried about this one. I think this one is going to do pretty well. I see some trending up in the near future. So hopefully this catches fire and this rolls up. Cap had me worried a little bit because I saw it sitting there yesterday hovering around that -9%. I thought it was going to dip, and then I just had a flashback of Torch because Torch was rolling, and then that thing just started dipping and hit -17. So I was like, not again. But Cap proved strong today and pushed its way all the way back up to -1%, and I'm all right with this stock. I think this stock is going to do good in the long term, and I like this one. All right, checking out the two stocks that we still have on our list, looking at the charts, I see some issues, but I also have bullish tendencies on these, and these stocks, I'm hoping that they continue on their upswing, and I got them at decent prices. So we'll see what the future holds for us, and hopefully these things can rocket here sooner than later. Listen, after looking at these charts, you can see why I had to get rid of these. Okay, we were riding on high, up at the 4s and up at like the 330s, and then these things just tanked. So I'm not against getting back into them, but once they hit that -10 to -15%, I had to cut ties to these. I have to preserve that capital. So, and looking at the chart, you can see why. All right, as you see, I'm a man of my word, okay? If it gets between that -10% and that 15%, man, we got to cut loose and save capital, okay? So we ended up getting rid of a couple, but I'm excited for this next week. So let's see the 5 stocks that we're going to put out there for this week's You Pick It, I Buy It, and we're going to continue. So which one am I going to get on Monday? Let's go. All right, here's the list of the 5 stocks that I want you guys to pick for me, and we're about to get into some charts and a little bit of the background on what these stocks do. All right, so starting out with CCO, look, I like that chart. You're seeing the 6 month and you're seeing a consistent upswing, okay? You know, you see some dips and some ups and downs and stuff, but that's normal. That's healthy for a stock. But I like what I'm seeing here, and I think that this will have no issues with continuing this down but up swing in the near future. Next one, SCOR. I like this chart too. I see a little bit of a dip, but that was when everything else was taking a tank dive as well. But you see a steady incline from there. So maybe possibly looking at a reversal and potentially a breakout. So I like what I'm seeing here. Wouldn't mind having this as well. EXFO. Now, I really like this chart, what I'm seeing. You see how it has that nice steady incline with a little bit of pop, and now it's kind of flagging. Man, this is looking like it's ready just to break out. So this one is definitely on my radar. Arco. So this chart really isn't that impressive. Kind of, as you see, it's kind of moving sideways a little bit. You got some ups, you got some downs, but kind of staying in the general resistance and support area. But I like the stock. I see potential for this one, and I wouldn't mind owning this one. The chart isn't always the indicator for why I like stocks. I like the companies. I also like the story that they have in the future. And if all those signs make a positive influence on my decision, you know what? I go for it. So I wouldn't mind this stock. All right, last but not least, the Live VX. Look, I like this chart. Just looking at the technicals here, I'm digging this one. This one's actually, if you guys don't pick this one for me, I might just purchase this one on my own because I like this one. So it doesn't really matter if you guys pick this one or not because I'm gonna be an owner of this sooner than later, okay? But you know, let's take a look at what it is. All right, guys, that's a wrap, okay? This is the Friday wrap up. Listen, I really meant what I said when you need to take time for yourself, okay? Resiliency, mental resiliency is huge, especially when it comes to staying focused. And being an investor and a trader, you have to stay focused. Eye on the prize. It keeps you within your rules and it keeps you disciplined, okay? So remember to take that time and do something just for you or enjoy something other than the stock market with your friends and family, okay? I really highly recommend it. I do it all the time, and it's great to keep my mind fresh and clear and ready for next week. As always, here at Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles, okay? We attack, we destroy, we conquer. We do it together as a team. We do it together as a family and a community. As always, if you're ready, follow me, and let's go to war, guys.